Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Cofrancesco from brainyflights.com, and today I'm going to be talking about Google Project Fi and how it works. So before I jump into the video, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to go and apply for Google Fi or any of the credit cards we talk about on this channel, please use the links down in the description below. It really helps us out. We make a small commission. So with that being said, what is Google Fi and why would you want it? Right, so the really cool thing about Google Fi, it is, on top of the fact that I believe it's the best cell phone carrier in the world, I believe that it is the #1 cell phone carrier if you're a traveler. And the reason why is, if you think about a traditional cell phone carrier, their service is only ever gonna work, for most parts, it's only ever gonna work in your home country. Where Google Fi really shines is that the cell phone service is gonna work in a bunch of different countries all over the world. Now, how does this actually happen, right? So Google has went ahead and they've designed phones that have a specific SIM card that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, a bunch of different countries, as soon as you land, as soon as you turn on your phone, it's gonna connect to the different cell phone towers there, and you're gonna get the same kind of data, the same kind of messaging and calling rates that you would anywhere else in the world. So the real big advantage to this is the fact that Google has gone around with all these cell phone carriers around the world, and they've negotiated special pricing, and they've negotiated the fact that their special Google Fi SIM card is going to work in a bunch of different places all over the world. So obviously the benefits for this as a traveler are pretty huge, right? It's very, very frustrating when I get to a new country. I have to land in the airport, go through immigrations, go through customs, and then finally go to one of the 20 different people selling SIM cards when you're after immigration. You're not sure which ones are legit, not sure which is a scam. You stick it in your phone, you gotta go to the store over and over and over again to buy more and more load. It's a frustrating process. If you look on the other half of things, if you're gonna go and buy Google Fi, your plane lands, you turn on your phone, you give it 5 minutes or so, and then bam. 3G, 4G data, whatever the country offers, you're ready to rock. On top of just having access to data, you're able to call, you're able to text at the same rates as you would anywhere else in the world. So it's a huge, huge win. Now let's talk about some of the logistics, right? How do you actually go and get Google Fi? Well, it's pretty simple. You just go over to the Google website and you apply. One of the big questions we get is, well, if I already have cell phone service with Verizon or already have cell phone service with AT&T, can I switch my number over from and get it on Google Fi? And the answer is yes. It's actually very easy to do. When you actually go and apply for Google Fi, they will give you the option. It takes a few days for them to transition your number over. Now, in terms of the actual pricing of Google Fi, this is why I love it the most. It's super straightforward, it's super simple, right? So you're gonna pay $20 a month for the ability to call and make texts. That's kind of like your base price. And then you're gonna pay $10 a month per gigabyte of data that you use, right? So if you use 20 gigs of data, or if you use 2 gigs of data rather, you're gonna pay $20, right? So your total cell phone bill would be $20 for your cell phone service and then $20 for data. Now, the other really cool thing about data, there's two little complexities here. The #1 one, this is the one that I really like the most, is that they actually refund you for any unused portion of data, right? So if you use 2 gigs of data, they're gonna charge you 20 bucks. But if you only use 1.6 gigs of data, you're only gonna pay $16. They're actually gonna refund you for that other $4 of data. The other really cool thing about Google's pricing model, which I find to be very responsible and very honest, is the fact that they're never gonna charge you for more than 6 gigabytes of data, right? So after you spend $60 on data, right, suddenly now your data goes into this unlimited level, right? So if you go and do 20 gigs or 30 gigs or 100 gigs, I mean, that would be insane to put through on your phone. Google is just going to charge you $60 maximum for your data. So the cool thing is, unlike other cell phone bills where maybe you spend a ton on data, a ton on calling, a ton on all these other things and it adds up, on Google Fi, the maximum your bill could ever possibly be is $80. I think that's a pretty big win. Going a little bit more into the logistics, another thing that I love about Google Fi is they give you a really easy option if you want to do 0% financing on any of the phones that they offer, right? You do this straight through the Google platform when you actually go and apply for your cell phone service. Obviously, in order to get cell phone service, they're gonna need like your social security number. And so they'll actually run your credit history and give you an automatic limit right from the beginning. right? And usually it's more than you would need for even just a single phone. So if you want to go and get one of those new phones, but you don't want to go and spend $1,000 of your own cash right off the bat to pay for it, you can just pay for it with your cell phone bill every month, and it's going to be 0% interest until you pay it off. On top of that, you do have the option that maybe you want to pay month by month by month, and then you get $300 all of a sudden, and you want to finish paying off the phone. They give you the ability to do that as well. The other thing that I think is very honest with Google Fi is they give you the ability, very easy, it's not convoluted, it's not difficult. They give you the ability to go in and pause your cell phone service whenever you want, right? So let's say you know that you're going to be traveling for 3 weeks, or let's say you're going to be traveling for 2 weeks at the end of the month, and you know that you're going to be in a place that doesn't have Google Fi service, or you just want to check out and you don't want to use your phone, or you don't want to be calling and texting, all you got to do is go onto the Google website and you can pause it. Or let's just say it's a Saturday and you're spending time with your significant other and she's saying, Anthony, I don't want you using your cell phone, and you want to save yourself 1/30th or 31st of the amount of money that you pay on your Google Fi bill. You can literally go on and pause your service just for a day, and they will not charge you for the days in which your service has been paused. So at the end of the day, I think Google Fi is without a doubt the best cell phone provider in the world. This is coming from a guy that I actually did corporate accounting and finance for Verizon. I used to be behind the scenes on Verizon. I know all the crazy stuff that cell phone providers do. I find that their billing tends to be very dishonest. They try to overcharge you for absolutely everything. Google has done a great job of going out and creating a fantastic product at a low price. But then on top of that, they're doing something that no one else does, wherein you can go and use this phone, you can use this product, and it's gonna work in a bunch of different countries all around the world. So definitely a big win on Google Fi. I'd highly recommend it. I've been an active user. My co-founder, David, has been an active user of Google Fi for almost 3 years now, and I really don't see any other legitimate option, any other smart option when it comes to cell phone service providers. So with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you're gonna apply for Google Fi or any of the things that we talk about on this channel, please use the links down in the description below. That is a huge, huge win for us. And if you have any questions or comments, please do not hesitate to ask down in the comment section. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a fantastic day.